Namaskar. Myself CA Manmohan Jindal, IBBI valuer in financial instrument. So today we should discuss, or we will discuss, valuer and the other associates in the business valuation. Valuer is not the single one where he helps in business valuation. Either other stakeholders or other persons also add uh, the efforts in getting the valuation or the requirement of the valuation. So what is the business valuation? Business valuation refers to the process of determining the value of a business, its ownership interest, or a particular asset of liability of the business, and is an important aspect of investor and corporate activities in the financial market. So understanding this value is critical in any effort to make better informed strategic business value decisions. Such an exercise will help to identify and understand the value drivers influencing the business success so that the necessary action can be taken to maximize the value of the enterprise. Work in valuation teams of accounting entities as well as in boutique valuation firm. Means, who is the business valuers? We have read in the earlier slide the business valuation. So here we shall know about the business valuer. Business valuer work in valuation teams of accounting entities as well as in boutique valuation firms. He also works individually also as per the laws and regulations of the specific country. They conduct business valuation for third parties, used for activities such as merger and acquisition, purchase price allocation, goodwill, impairment, testing, etc. etc. There are a number of roles in which a business valuer performs himself. So other associates who helps in business valuation, or they need business valuation in their activities to perform better. So accountants perform the role of financial reporting to board, management, regulator, and investors. As a part of their role, they carry out activities such as purchase price allocation, goodwill impairment testing. So that also helps to the valuer in getting the information in a better way. Corporate and investment bankers क्या करते हैं? Corporate and investment banker assess companies for transaction purposes. They need to value the assets and liabilities of these companies so as to ascertain the suitable amount of financing to be provided. Then external auditors like chartered accountants, post accountants, company secretary, or other auditors as per the rules and regulations. External auditors audit the financial information of companies for financial reporting purposes. Well, good. They need to ascertain the valuations of assets and liabilities of the companies they are auditing so that a true and fair picture can be presented to the public in light of the implementation of the fair value measurements. Another is fund managers and investment analysts. Fund managers and investment analysts assess companies for transaction purposes. They assess the performance of the companies against the larger economic environment, which will impact investment decisions. Then legal professionals. Legal professionals include lawyers as well as the judiciary who rely on the business valuers as expert witness in commercial and civil disputes involving valuation as well as providing assessment of the damages. Then regulator. Regulators strive to promote a trusted regulatory environment for investor and corporate activities. This includes promotion of high standards of ethics and professionalism in the practice of business valuation to build public confidence. Public confidence is most because so many capital is invested by the public at large, masses. So if they are have the confidence, then only the capital market will move and the companies will survive. Then board members. Board members discharge their fiduciary duty to shareholders by presenting an accurate picture of the value of the company's assets and liabilities. That should not be inflated and that should not be little bit less. The true and fair picture of the valuation of the companies should be presented before the shareholders. Then financial reporting includes activities such as purchase price allocation, goodwill, impairment testing, portfolio valuations, etc. A valuation would need to be carried out to determine the price paid for each asset and liability in the business, where the company acquires another company. The acquiring company would then need to value the goodwill of the business and write off any value that has been lost after the acquisition. In fund management companies, portfolio valuations are carried out for the purpose of the investor reporting, financial reporting, and audits, as well as the regulatory requirements. In transaction part, transaction includes activities such as exit planning, merger and acquisition, financing, etc., where the company is seeking an initial public offer, a valuation to be carried out so that the investors can make an informed decision regarding whether or not to subscribe to its IPO. Where a company is seeking to acquire another company, the potential buyer will carry out a valuation to ensure the price he is paying for. In scenarios where the company requires financing, valuation of the company's assets will need to be carried out before the financing can be provided. So in litigation and arbitration also valuation have a great role. Litigation and arbitration includes activities such as shareholder disputes, bankruptcies, damages, assessment, purchase of majority and minority shares. Where there are disputes among shareholders, valuation need to be carried out to assess how much is due to each shareholder after the dissolution of the company. Similarly, where a company files for bankruptcy, a valuation of its assets and liabilities need to be carried out for the purpose of the resolution with debtors and shareholders. In scenarios where a judgment has been obtained, valuation principles are often applied to assess the damages to be avoided. So this is from my side. I have tried to say that business valuer is not the single one, and he is dependent on so many other associates which are indulged in the system associated with the companies, the control of the regulator, the control of the companies at large, mainly interest of shareholders, all compact or impact the valuations. Thanks. Kindly subscribe the channel.